To begin with, I want to mention the entire farm has had stands hung throughout the years. With that being said, I still find myself making adjustments that correspond with new situations. A good example is a stand I hung for T-Bone. He's a big boy, so I needed a big stand.
The strategy here was to catch deer as they came back from the larger fields and funneled through the transition area composed of tall CRP grasses. Each year, the deer do the same thing here. They use the safety of the tall grasses as they feed back to bed for the day. So it was no surprise that the big guy sent a meat missile through the first shooter that showed up.
The second tag filled that week was Gabe's. He finally caught up with an old buck he knew as chief. You know, he decided to sit that food plot after getting the majority of pictures of mature bucks from that area. Expecting the deer to come out to his right, he was set up for the perfect ambush even when Chief stepped out to his left.
So 2 down and 2 more to go. Ironically, on day 2 of my hunt, I got lucky when a tall tine 10-pointer walked into my live. Gabe had a pre-existing stand hung on the edge of a large chunk of timber and overlooking an open area. This gave me the best of both worlds during the rut. If they were chasing in the timber, or if I saw one off in the distance, I had a chance to call him in. Last to score was Nick. He was having a great hunt, but didn't arrow his dream buck until day 7 of his hunt. Since everyone else had filled out, he had the run of the entire farm. After studying the recent Reconyx photos, he struggled with 2 particular setups. After a long debate, he decided to hunt this stand. It has been a proven stand in the past for Gabe. There was standing beans, so that meant the does were there. And he really had his heart set on a big 8-point that was no stranger to the Reconyx.
We've talked extensively about the Midwest and what makes each state good for growing, holding, and tagging mature whitetails. So today, we dive into some ways to effectively hunt more than one person on a farm. When multiple people hunt a property, and especially a small property, it's important to be aware of the pressure you're putting on the deer using it. Pay very close attention to how everyone accesses the property, whether it be by vehicle, ATV, or walking, and be sure everyone monitors wind direction when selecting stand sites, as well as their entry and exit strategies.